Hello and welcome back to RJ0. Today we're going to talk introduction to guitar. I'm assuming you've probably already gotten a guitar that you're looking for, and if you haven't gotten one yet or you're looking to get one for somebody you know, I suggest an electric guitar. You don't even have to have an amp to start off with, to play it and to practice. It's just easier to fret. It's easier to push down the strings to get the sound that you want to learn to play. Sometimes entry-level acoustic guitars, it's hard to push down the strings to the frets. Doesn't sound that good. It's hard to get it perfectly tuned, because the action is so high and having to push down so hard. So this right here is an Epiphone Les Paul Standard 60s. It's like their upper middle range guitar. I got this because the neck is very comfortable. It's a slim taper C profile neck. It's very comfortable for my hand. Okay, so that's why I got this one. It's not very expensive and it's a great feeling, great playing guitar. So to start off with, of course, you have, your pickups, and when you pick, you want to play like right in the middle of right in between the pickups, right in the middle of the body right there. And then these are called frets, okay? And there's 22 frets all the way to the top. The 12th fret has 2 dots on it, okay? That's your 12th fret. And then of course all the way down here, that's your 1st fret, okay? And so I'm gonna be teaching you today right down here in the first 3 frets. Those are the strings that we're gonna use, the frets we're gonna use, okay? And now your strings, right? Your biggest string closest to you is actually the 6th string, okay? And that's the E string, okay? The 1st string is actually the smallest string and it's on the bottom of the guitar, okay? And that's also an E, okay? So you've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? And there's names for these strings too, right? The 6th string is an E. The 5th string is an A. The 4th string is a D. 3rd string is a G. Your 2nd string is a B. And then of course your 1st string is an E. Okay? So now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to show you a couple of chords to play, a couple of easy chords. Leaving your E string open, this is the E chord, right? Because you're not going to push your finger down on any frets, whatever, and of course it's going to use the E string, the 6th string. So I'll use, for our fingers also, we'll do it numbered the same way, right? Your smallest finger will be finger number 1, then finger 2, 3, and finger 4, okay? So you take your 4th finger, okay, and put it on the 1st fret on the 3rd string, okay? Then you take your 3rd finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Then you take your 2nd finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, okay? And that's your E. Okay? Now, when you first start playing, you're probably gonna find yourself pushing down pretty hard on the strings, okay? And obviously to tune the guitar, the easiest way is to go to YouTube and type in guitar tuner, and then they'll play, your 6th string all the way down to your 1st string, and then just let it ring out. And whenever you tune it, always tune upward, like bring it down below pitch, and bring it up to pitch, because then that means the string is tight. So if you're playing and picking on there and everything, it won't be loose. If you tune it and you bring it downward, then you haven't really tightened it, you've loosened it, and as you start playing, it'll make it a little bit more loose and then bring it out of tune. So always tune up to pitch, okay? But so that way there, with YouTube and the guitar tuner, you're gonna be in tune, okay? Now, as you're a beginner and you start playing, you might find yourself pushing down kind of hard on the strings, and it will It might sound like you're out of tune, but you're not, okay? And that's because when you push down hard on the string, you can hear it kind of go out because I'm pushing down so hard. So it might sound like you're out of tune, but you're not. Once you get used to playing, you won't have to fret. You won't have to push your fingers down as hard, and they'll just ring out nicely. Just takes practice. Okay, so that's the E. That's the E chord. The next one is the G. Okay, that's where you take your third finger and put it on the second fret of the fifth string. And then you take your second finger and put it on the third fret of the sixth string. And then you take your pinky and put it on the third fret of the first string. And that's a G. Okay? And then the next one is a D. Okay? And the reason it's a D is you play the first four strings. And the fourth string is open, and that's a D string. So that's why they call it a D. But take your fourth finger and put it on the second fret of the third string. Take your third finger, put it on the second fret of the first string, and then take your second finger and put it on the third fret of the second string. And that's a D. Okay? And then I'm going to teach you how to play an A the way I do, because it's easier to switch back to your A, from a D to an A, okay, to an E again, okay? So you just leave your fourth finger right there on the second fret of the third string. You just leave it, maybe slide it back just a little tiny bit. Then you take your third finger and put it on the second fret, okay, of the fourth string. Then you take your second finger and put it on the second fret of the second string. You've got to fit them all in there, right? So, and of course this is called an A because the fifth string's an A, and it's open. So, and you play it. Okay? And then it's easy to switch back down to an E as well, because then you just pick up those two fingers, slide your fourth finger back one fret to the first fret to where you're back on the first fret, third string with your fourth finger, and then you put your third finger back on the second fret of the fifth string, and then your second finger back on the second fret of the fourth string, and then you're back to your E. Okay? And so it's easy to switch between the D to A to E. Okay? And then these chords right here, that's AC/DC right there, right? You can play. That's AC/DC, right? And then you could put in the E too, and that's AC/DC. Walk all over you. Okay? Now this is rhythm, this is considered rhythm guitar. You're playing the meat of the song, you know, like when you play Van Halen. That's like the meat of the song, and that's considered rhythm guitar. I've always been a rhythm guitarist, not so much lead guitarist. I'm gonna aim this down a little bit more, and I'm gonna show you some exercises to train your picking finger and your fretting fingers. You wanna kind of get them working together a little bit better. And it's like a spider walk, okay? You just use the first four frets Okay, then you can move up a fret. And right now I'm picking down each time. I'm just taking my pick and I'm picking downward. Now if you want to get faster, okay, the fastest way to do it is to do alternate picking. And that's where you pick down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? And then when you fret down here, down, up, 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 down, up. And when you play, you want to hear every string ring out. You don't want to start off fast. You don't want to, you want to be able to hear them ring out. I always do a little wiggle there. Practice your leads, stretching that string and making it whine. So obviously your lead guitar too, right? So if you're gonna play like Shook Me All Night Long, which I add a C chord, but it's still back to your basic E, G, D, A, okay? But if you're gonna play Shook Me All Night Long, and then your lead, so that's why I'm practicing. I gotta get better at leads. But so I'm practicing the exercises with spider walks and stuff to get better. So, but that's all I got for you today. I hope you found that helpful. And like I said, Epiphone does have some lower end guitars. I suggest you can go and you can try it. See which one feels most comfortable for you. One that you like too. One that's going to inspire you to play. But I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for joining me today.